Mr. Elliot Espinoza was one of the most unforgettable people in Valtoria. He wasn't rich, he wasn't famous on TV, and he wasn't even very good at business. But he was well known in town because of how many times he tried and failed. He started his first business about 15 years ago. It was a small smoothie bar next to the Central Park. He called it Smoothie Sensation. People were excited at first, but Elliot had a strange idea. He only offered green smoothies. No strawberry, no chocolate, no mango, just green. The shop stayed open for 2 weeks, then closed. After that, 12 years ago, he opened a silent disco. His idea was that everyone would wear headphones and dance in silence. Unfortunately, he forgot to buy enough headphones. On opening night, only 6 people could dance. The others just stood around. The disco ran for 1 night and never opened again. But Elliot didn't stop. 10 years ago, he opened a bookstore cafe, which sounded like a great idea, until people realized he didn't sell coffee, just books. Elliot, VO. You can drink knowledge. It stayed open for 3 months before closing. 8 years ago, Elliot tried something new, a pet sitting service. He looked after cats, dogs, birds, and even a goat. It worked well until one of the animals, a parrot, escaped and flew into the mayor's office. Elliot said it wasn't his fault. Still, the business lasted for just 2 weeks after that incident. One of his most famous ideas came 6 years ago when he started a left shoe store. Yes, he only sold left shoes. People always lose the left one. The shop was open for 5 days, and he sold exactly 2 shoes. Both were returned. Then came the cold soup bar, a restaurant that only served cold soup, even in winter. Elliot said it was innovative. Customers didn't agree. It stayed open for 10 days and closed after a customer complained of hypothermia. 4 years ago, Elliot had a delivery service that used pigeons instead of bikes. It was cheap and eco-friendly, but the pigeons got lost. Often. Some packages arrived 2 months late. The service worked for about 1 month before Elliot gave up. His most recent business started just 1 year ago. He opened a goat-powered taxi service. He trained 5 goats to pull small carts. It was slow, unpredictable, and loud, but surprisingly popular with tourists. The goat taxis worked for 2 months, until one goat decided to take a nap in the middle of a roundabout. Even though none of his businesses lasted very long, the people of Valtoria respect Elliot. He never gave up. He always smiled and said, "Failure is just part of my brand." Now, Elliot spends his time giving free talks to students about creativity and risk. If I can fail 20 times and still be happy, maybe failure isn't so bad after all.